How's it going, guys? It's me, the Techie Gamer, back with another video. Now, back a while ago, I made a video saying 5 tips on how to get better at FPS games. A lot of games follow the principles that I used as tips. However, for some games, especially CSGO, some of the tips I said probably wouldn't be the best. In fact, some of them might actually make you be worse at the game. As you can see, CSGO, as much as it is about reflexes and aiming and getting that shot on them, you also need to control the recoil of your weapon. CSGO is very difficult to keep your accuracy, especially when the recoil doesn't really follow where your reticule is aiming. In the gameplay I'm playing, you might notice that I will aim lower than someone's head, and I might get a headshot, or I just kill someone when I was slightly off. Therefore, I have compiled 5 more tips for CSGO players to improve at gunplay, and some tips that will make you a better player overall. The first thing I want to go over is sensitivity. I mentioned this before in my other video, and I will mention it again. Finding the right sensitivity can mean a lot of things. Accuracy is really important, as it might mean the difference between hitting the last shot before you die or losing that gunfight. And I know it's easier said than done, but there are a lot of useful sources that can help you find the right sensitivity. My own personal tip, and this is my own personal tip, I found this useful. It may not or may actually help you, but try to aim at one object with as close precision as you can within 2 to 3 seconds, and quickly switch over to the next object of your choice in under 2 to 3 seconds. If you miss or overshot, it's most likely that your sensitivity is too high or too low, or if you spent more time trying to aim at one object, chances are you'll need to adjust your sensitivity somehow. But also make sure, when you're doing this, do it for, around 2 all the way up to 5 minutes to be sure that it is the right sensitivity or it's too high or too low. This next one you should have some adequate accuracy for, but that is to aim for the head. Now I know what you're thinking, dude, that's freaking impossible. I'm here to get better at CSGO, not freaking try to hit impossible freaking targets. It's like, okay, man, okay, chill. But hear me out. Aiming for the head can be a toughie. However, if you do land a shot or two to the head, it's pretty much an insta-kill. I think it's worth it if you spend a little more time hitting someone's head and missing a few times than unloading an unnecessary amount of bullets into them. The reason why I say go for the smaller target is that your first shot, unless you're moving a lot, will always land where your reticule is. And if you fire in small bursts at his head, you might land a shot or two. You may see me aim for the head in pretty much all my kills or most of my kills, and you'll see I most likely come out on top of it because of it. It just shows that shooting for the head actually works and is very effective. Plus, you can practice and you can get really good at aiming, and it's going to be beneficial when you can just shoot them in the head one time if you have like 100% accuracy. Number 3 is firing in controlled bursts. Quite funny because we were just talking about that, but there is an exception for this. Unless you know the recoil pattern of your weapon and you're able to anticipate really well where you need to aim, don't spray. In most cases, you'll end up looking pretty stupid, as the enemy will just turn around on you and just pop you one time in the face, while you didn't even control your recoil and you just sprayed. But if you truly desire to spray and take someone down effectively, make sure you know that the recoil patterns of your weapon might come in handy. Number 4 is obviously knowing your recoil patterns. There are many sites that devote their time just making recoil pattern charts for people to use. As much as I hate to sound like a teacher, studying some of your favorite weapon recoil patterns can drastically help you take down people faster, and it allows you to spray without worrying about missing if you're really good at it. And if you don't feel like searching up a recoil pattern chart, you can always find out in-game by shooting it, non-stop at a wall in front of you. Last but not least, we have sneaking and crouching. Sneaking is your friend. Use it, and use it when necessary. Sneaking not only makes your footsteps silent, but also serves to help reduce recoil as you move. If you're about to turn a corner and you know someone is waiting out there, it might be best to sneak so that when you fire, your movement won't be really affected by the recoil that's produced from it. Heck, maybe even saving your life from an extra bullet that would have went off course had you moved faster. As for sneaking, there are certain instances where sneaking is okay. For example, when you see a guy far away and he's looking away or he doesn't notice you, that would be a good situation. The reason why I only say, or why I say certain situations, is because sneaking can put you at a disadvantage. If you're up close and personal and you try crouching, it's basically like bowing down to the other enemy and giving him more sight of your head saying, "Please shoot me here." Any smart player would know to go for the head, unless you're extremely better than the other player and you manage to kill him somehow. You really are at a bad disadvantage. Even far range has its downsides. Again, your head becomes a larger part of your body since half of your body is crouched down. One of those bullets that would have hit you in your chest would hit your head instead. However, it is more of a 50-50 chance considering you would have better recoil and range than the other guy, but he does have the ability to one-shot you. But anyways guys, hopefully you learned something useful, or perhaps helped you improve at all at CSGO. I feel like I needed to make a video on this considering games like CSGO are a bit different than normal first-person shooter games, and CSGO is a pretty well-known game on its own. But anyways guys, that's about it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. And I'm the Techie Gamer, and I will see you next time. Peace.